The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia. Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
A pick 6 on the first play of the drive, and Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead, they have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
7 yards there and a first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And it's Michel once again. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 40 now on second down. Stafford, and he rifles one incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's third and short. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Here comes Reed.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, 70 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This is Michel on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Back to throw, Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. The return is Reed. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Love. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Run advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Michel. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Another carry for Michel on second down.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. To throw now, here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Stafford, he's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Stafford to Higbee there, Rams 1st down.
A gain of 15, and the Rams 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Complete to DeMarcus Robinson. A gain of 15. First down, Los Angeles.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Stafford looks to throw again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Stafford here. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeMarcus Robinson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front. And that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Love looking to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On first down, it's Stafford. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing again on second down. Stafford, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? when he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And taken right at the 35. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled it for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Michel. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Love going to give this one to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll try and run for it with Jones. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing. Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. An inside give to Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Love. And a little floater there is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Love now. He sets to fire deep. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 51 yards. And the Packers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. after the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Stafford finding Jefferson there. First down, L.A.
And the Rams first down.
They'll set up a throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Second and 5.
Now Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Stafford.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
1st down, Love to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. Second and 11. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.